I like when it rains.
And I am back. It has been a busy couple weeks. So we got some new additions to the homestead. Just got some new meat birds. I'm on my way to the post office. Did they really have me go through the back servants entrance? Whatever. Picking up our new meat birds to go ahead and fill up that freezer again. Winter chicken dinner. Listen. I want to give you guys a quick little update on my tomatoes. I swear I feel like the crazy tomato lady this season. I have more than doubled the amount of tomatoes and peppers that we grew last year. But there is a method to my madness. There really is. Trust me. But yeah. Check this out, y'all. Do you see this? This is a volunteer watermelon growing out of the side of the compost bin. That is insane. We're going to leave it. I think it's pretty cool. Really don't have an idea, but do kind of have an idea where it came from. I mean, compost, we compost a lot of our scraps and whatnot, but I'm pretty excited. This is actually a Moon and Stars tomato plant, or watermelon plant. Okay, so here are my cherry tomatoes. One thing I did want to talk to you guys about today is being intentional. Being intentional with what you grow. I know for someone on the outside looking in, you're like, why are you growing so many tomatoes? Listen, I don't even eat fresh tomatoes on my burgers, tomatoes on my sandwich, nothing. But we do use other tomato products, and the reason being why we're growing so many tomatoes is because we make all of our own products. We make our own barbecue sauce, we make our own ketchup, we can our own spaghetti sauce. We do all of this. This way we have control over what goes in it. I know exactly what ingredients are in it. So when I say be intentional, I mean being intentional. This is why you're doing it. This year I grew 3 different paste tomatoes. Last year the only paste tomato that we grew was the Romas, and you all know how that ended. The Romas did not do well, but this variety right here, this is the Amish paste, and I will say, listen, they were the first ones to put on fruit, and I mean, it's a lot of them. They put on fruit, and they put on a lot of fruit. I grew Amish paste. I also grew Oxheart and another variety called monkey ass. Yes, they are called monkey ass. But I'll show you those in a second. But back to being intentional, I see a lot of people online, they grow certain varieties of certain fruits and vegetables just because they're cute. And I mean, that's okay. If that's what you're producing food for or growing or having a garden for, that is perfectly okay. As long as you're being intentional about it. Don't just grow food and don't eat it, just to give it away. That's counterproductive in my book. But nevertheless, these are the Oxhearts. Not really a fan of the Oxheart. The last video where I showed a clip of my tomatoes, I was like, oh, this is an Oxheart. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Nope. It was actually one of my beefy boys. It was a mushroom basket. Some kind of way, somewhere a mushroom basket got in a row with my Oxheart tomatoes. But yeah, these are the Oxheart. They were the second to start putting on fruit, but I will say the Oxheart, see, look at that, had a little tomato hornworm. I caught a couple of them. Had to eliminate them. But the Oxheart and the monkey ass, they both caught early blight. I mean, I had to do 2 heavy trimmings on these tomatoes. I will say I'm not a fan of these 2. I'm not. But the Oxheart does put on really, really, really big paste tomatoes. Now, if you only have a couple of tomato plants, these would be okay. Like the monkey ass, I promise I can count on one hand how many tomatoes are actually on these plants. Not a fan of them at all. Will not be growing these again. Like I said, I had to do a lot of heavy pruning on these because of the early blight, and this one has not put on much fruit at all. The Oxheart, yes, it has a decent amount of fruit, a decent amount of tomatoes. Come on, get your words together, honey. Decent amount of tomatoes on it, but like I said, they're kind of disease prone, and that's not really what I'm looking for. The point of me growing all of these different paste tomatoes was to try to find my staple paste tomato that I want to grow every year, year after year. Not saying that I won't try a different variety just to see if I like it, but so far it is Amish paste for the win. This is going to be my staple tomato. It produced a lot of fruit really fast. Haven't seen any early blight or blossom end rot like we did with the Roma tomatoes. That was just horrible. But I love these Amish paste. They are putting on a lot of fruit really fast. And look at how tall this plant is. This plant is taller than me. Like, they are huge. We went ahead and did our version of the Florida weave on these tomato plants again this year. We will not do that again. That was a lesson learned. I think we're going to go with cattle panel trellising for the tomatoes. I do have another row of tomatoes. I'll show you in a second where we did the cattle panel just to see. And oh my gosh, yeah. So this is one of my beefy boys. This is a mushroom basket. Now these tomatoes are really, really huge. This is what we would call a slicer tomato. You can put these on your burgers, put these on your sandwiches. These are more for fresh eating. Yes, you can use these in sauce. But the thing with the beefier tomatoes, they have a lot more seeds and a lot more water content. You can make sauce out of them, but it's just going to take a lot more tomatoes and a lot more time to cook it down to get that nice consistency of the sauce you want. Yes, I love these. I did actually see a video online where someone stuffed those mushroom baskets, so I'm looking forward to trying that. These are my new garden markers. Aren't they cute? Let's see. This is what is this? Brandywine. These are my Brandywine. So I did save seeds last year for my Brandywine and I think I only had 2 Cherokee purples, 1 put on fruit. I saved those seeds. I know a lot of people are like, cross-pollination. I don't care. It's a guy on YouTube. Check him out. I think his name is David the Good. He did a whole video, on how people overhype heirloom seeds, right? Oh, you got to have heirloom seeds. Well, these were heirloom seeds. I saved them. Yes, they were probably cross-pollinated, but it is okay because guess what? After that 3rd year of me growing these seeds will be acclimated to our soil. You want to take the biggest one, the best one, and save the seeds. After your 3rd round of planting, your 3rd season of planting, now you have your own variety that grows good and will grow in your soil. So these are actually saved seeds from my Brandywines, and they're doing wonderful. I also saved seeds from my Cherokee Purple. Now, like I said, I think I only had 2 Cherokee Purples. I went and I looked back at the video that I made last year, and it's actually year to date that I uploaded it. So exactly a year later, this is the progress. This is what we've learned, and this is where we're at. But looking at these Brandywine compared to the ones that I had last year, yeah, they look a little different, but it is okay. These Brandywine were next to a big red plant. So yeah, I'm about 99.99% sure they cross-pollinated, but it's okay. They're both beefsteak tomatoes. we'll see. I did notice that the color is a little different with the Brandywine that we grew last year versus these. But I'm interested to see how these turn out. Again, this is my experiment, my project. If this is something you want to do in your garden, you go right ahead. But hey, I'm not going to keep buying seeds from these seed companies when I can save my own seeds and produce something that I know grows good on my land, in my soil. And yeah, this is where I'm at. But yeah, I'm interested to see how these turn out. Here's a sneak peek at some of my peppers. I also saved, these are saved seeds that were 99.99% sure cross-pollinated, but it's okay. They're still producing, and they're acclimated to my soil. So I'm interested to see what we come out with. I will do a full video on our peppers because we did kind of switch it up a little bit on our peppers. This year, we're not really into spicy peppers, but we do like a little kick in our hot sauce. Last year, I think we only grew cayenne and jalapeno. This year, we're growing cayenne, jalapeno, and these little pretty purple things. Look at that slug. We have been invaded by slugs, y'all. Yeah, they gotta go. But these little purple pretty peppers are Buena Mulata. They're a purple variety of cayenne peppers. What I found online is that they do not maintain the color when you dehydrate them, like in a dehydrator, applying heat to them. They turn like a brown or a golden color. I've seen people make pepper powder out of them, but I'm going to try a different preservation method to preserve these because I really want purple pepper powder. Don't come for me. This is what I'm going to try. I might do a video on how I attempt to dry these out to try to maintain that purple color because it is so pretty. Now, they don't stay purple. The longer they stay on, they get a lighter purple, then they turn pink, and then they turn red, and they're really, really hot. We don't like really, really hot again. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest these while they're purple. I tasted one. The taste is, I don't know yet. We'll see what I can make out of it. But yeah, I hope you guys aren't bothered by these voiceovers because usually when we're out in the garden, we're working and we have music on and we're talking. Like right now, I'm just standing here with the camera on the plant because I'm talking to Mr. Boots. But yeah, this is real life. Real life. When we're out in the garden, we're working. We don't have chairs in our garden. We don't have things where we can sit down and relax because when we're out here working. I joke and I laugh at some of these people I see on YouTube in the garden with a full face of makeup, lashes, just, no, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I look crazy when I'm out here sweating. I'm working, so I am not putting this camera on me when I'm out here working. Absolutely not. But I hope this video motivated you and inspired you to grow something. I don't care if it's just one plant, 2 plants. I don't care. Grow some type of food. Take control of your food, where it's coming from. Take control of the things you put into your body. But yeah, these peppers are really cute. Aren't they cute? Oh, I can't wait. Look at my coworker. But as always, family, I will keep you posted.